I haven't flown this thing yet.
I've never done this map before, so...
Banshee. Oh, shit, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. Oh, they're going for the flag. Going for the flag. Oh, I splattered him. Holy shit. Oh, I love it. Once again. Yeah. So basically, that's what we're dealing with. Again, more face palming. r/facepalm with it. Again, I can't state enough. The stupidity that exists out there, and the internet is a perfect place for it to be. stuff to see. Just like, oh boy, why would you post that? I see that a lot. I see that in our comment section sometimes. So just be wary. Everyone in the comment sections, make sure what you're saying is actually something of merit. Because if it's dumb, I'm going to point at it and I'm going to laugh at it. And in some cases, I'll facepalm at it just like, oh Lord, why? But, oh well. MK is back at it, doing the facepalm thing. And, yeah, I guess might as well see what's up. So we're going to jump right into it. Here we go. r/facepalm.
FYI, I don't tend to facepalm as much as I rub my temple. Like,
Yours like, oh.
I'm just like, this is giving me a headache. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I get that.
It's like, does not compute with my brain because it's so dumb.
Well, here we go. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Death row inmates, how long is your sentence for? Read the question. There's your answer. Get off of the thread. What's up, guys, and welcome back to MK. My name is Damien, and today we're looking through r/facepalm. Exotic turtles for sale. Chief, there's a scorpion, not relatively close to the family of turtles. Why do you lie to me in this ad?
Because
no running. Well, I can assure you that I'm not from the Bible time, so that won't be happening.
Not Jesus.
That is water. I can't run on water. Glitter reindeer. I didn't know reindeers had a horn like that. But I guess you could say they're feeling pretty horny. 19, boy. Yeah, what country you from? What country you from? London. That's not even close to
Not
one.
a country.
Rip Sweet Tom. You'll always be the coolest cat, and my boys will miss you. Okay, this is really embarrassing. I don't know whose cat we buried, but Tom just showed up at our house. Only at the vicar's house. Got some happy boys here. Did you just bury some random cat? Maybe it was just taking a nap. You may have just buried an alive cat, but only at the vicar's household. Mark says that roaring fire in the background with a wood of gas is a great example of how not to address climate change. Dude, it's a TV. It's a TV, Chief. Hey, Chief, that's my private urinal and my public pooper. I just don't like people looking at me when I pee, but when I poops, direct eye contact. Is 1984 banned in the US? The book in 1984, being about suppression of information itself, was banned in the USSR for being anti-communist, but it was also banned in the USA for being pro-communist. Turns out, the book proved its point. Images for white actors.
Orson Welles.
I'm waiting. None of them fit what you just typed in, Google. I think they're all very talented, but these are not what I typed in. I like how you also have male, attractive, black, famous, old. Nice. Can pregnant women go swimming? Well, I'm a man, so I don't know. Is it possible for pregnant women to go swimming without unintentionally drowning the baby? How can the baby breathe if the vagina is underwater? Waterlock, don't worry. Should the woman keep the vagina above water so the baby can breathe through the vagina? Hey, Chief, fascinating concept.
Maybe you
That's
should
not
have
how it
paid
works.
attention in health class. You'd know how shit actually works. Or biology, or
I'm
any of the classes that they teach you that shit in.
I'm all for like certain things, being free from government oversight. But there is one thing that I think definitely should be considered. I think in some cases you should have a license to have a kid. I mean, honestly, if you're that dumb, do not procreate. Please, for the love of God, do not procreate.
Unisex names list or unisex names for girls? Well, that just defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Bunk beds, futons, something beds, black sail. What does that mean?
Think it mean Black Friday sale.
What does that mean? If you form tinfoil into a sphere and microwave it for 6 to 7 minutes, it will come out smooth and be shiny.
No!
Oh boy. It sparks, it smokes, it makes a lot of noise. I think you did it wrong. Try doing it for 15 minutes. Oh, you guys are just leading the poor boy astray. Sparky metal will destroy a microwave. Guess I really don't want a shiny smooth ball of foil. Well, yeah, that's also not how they do it, so don't worry, you're just, okay, alright.
Oh my god.
That's like telling someone to delete System 32 and them going, "Nuh-uh, that's not how it works." Yeah, of course not, I just want you to delete System 32. When does it start? Midnight or noon? 12 p.m. does not exist. We assure you that 12 p.m. exists, and the word for it is noon.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be a lot easier just to say noon? Your viewpoint remains controversial. I go by legal definitions. There's popular support for your point of view, yet it makes no sense since PM equals post-meridian. And the meridian is noon, so you're saying blah 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 blah. Don't come to our event. Thanks. Hey Chief, cool windshield wipers. Wish you had a windshield on the back of your car to, you know, have that work on. Hello, my husband is repulsed by my aged urine rubs. Your aged urine rubs?
You're
One more
fucking
time,
what
so I can
now?
be sure that's the words you just put out into the world. Aged urine rubs. I could just stop reading there. He hates every single thing about it. Even with the essential oils, he says he still smells it all over me. Even to the point he doesn't want to touch me. Should I compromise by only drinking it? Drinking it? And using it up the nose, ears, etc.? I have literally tried everything to get rid of the smell. He even says the jars look like dead waste. Please, I need some help here.
Stop fucking rubbing urine on yourself, baby, dumbass!
Urine, again, I've heard some people say, oh, I drink my own urine during like training, because it helps keep me properly hydrated. I'm like,
Water does it better, you stupid fuck.
oh boy.
You're literally drinking waste product that's already been partially processed.
Yes.
The only reason you should ever do that is if you're in a survival situation, you have no other choice.
Yes.
Gee, this was a good idea. What snake oil did you buy? What piss did you buy? Clearly from your own, huh? Self-supplier? You disgust me. I'll give you the same advice I gave to Blank, who is now a member of this group too. When his husband was complaining about AU, leave him. There are other fish in the sea, and had he never left, we would have never begun our journey together united by AU. Aged urine rubs with a partner are electrifying spiritually. They're also terrible, gross, yucky, don't come near me with a 10-foot pole, stay away, you gross.
I'm not going to be
Yeah,
complaining
right,
about an
grind it.
aged urine rub. I'm going to be leaving them.
Exactly.
I'm going to be like, if you were dumb enough to rub urine on your own body, especially aged urine, which is even fucking worse, like, arguably, like, I'm no longer attracted to you. Like, sorry. That's just how it is.
Hipster gets mad his photo was used in an article about how all hipsters look alike, then finds out it wasn't him. Proved their point. Hey, what's the biggest planet on Earth? Jupiter's. No, not even. When you want to kill yourself because I failed the physics exam, but that's a plastic fork. No wonder I failed. Animal rights activist
That was
abused
as much
blind
as
man
the
for
face
having
palm
a
is
guide
like a
dog.
funny joke.
You understand that he needs that. That he needs that animal, right?
What? Attack the blind man for having a guide dog. What? What? What?
You're idiots. Dumb, stupid, dumb, stupid.
Yes.
We got 2 headlines from this
Dude,
week.
if I saw that
Y'all-
happening, I would have gone to jail.
I would have too.
I would have beat some animal rights activist ass. I would have been like, I fucking love animals, but you all are fucking worse than animals. Like,
Yeah. Fuck you, PETA.
Owners with priceless art need to beware of flying champagne corks. And 40% of Americans are one missed paycheck away from poverty. Well, Bloomberg and CBS, 2 very different categories of news. A man had seizures after eating hot pot. Turns out he had tapeworms in his brain. I don't like thinking about that. Tapeworms in the brain? Yucky, scary, yucky. Don't like thinking about that one bit. Not anything wrong with the
Cook
cellar.
your
That's
meat
why
thoroughly.
Huh?
Cook your meats thoroughly.
Not anything wrong with the seller, that's why I gave 4 stars. My problem was with Apple. How do they charge for using their own gift card? They just do, Chief. Lifeguard fired for saving a man's life. Turns out you're not allowed to do your job. Hey, anyone notice how he shot with his left hand? Yeah, it's called being left-handed. Apparently you have no brain, Charles. That's why your head's so hot. It's full of hot air. My ex-wife did not know helicopters could hover until around age 23. What? She saw a copter over a scene in San Diego and asked me, how's that helicopter just floating in one spot? And that's when I divorced her. Minimum
Kind of
wage
what
is
the
the
point
current-
of them is to an extent.
Ex-wife.
That's why you don't just send a plane to pick someone up from like a rescue situation.
Yeah.
'Cause they would have to land somewhere.
There aren't anywhere in the U.S. This is why you need to get a mortgage. Hit me up. Is this why are you using that as a business opportunity? That's a horrific news line and you're using it to make money. Capitalism is alive and well, folks. Take notes. Take notes, business majors. You'll never see refugees from America. When things turn to crap, we don't run to another country. We dust off our guns and fix it. Brr, 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 brr. You know, the irony that you post this on Thanksgiving is amazing. Yeah, it's true. My mom thought that international airport meant that the runways are longer, and fought me when I said if an airport is international, that means it has international flights. Sometimes you just gotta let the ignorant be ignorant, my friend.
I remember one time me and my dad got into it over, how, I told him that Turkey, at least the one side of Turkey, is considered part of Europe. You know, the one that has Istanbul. You know.
Thought you were talking about the animal for
No. That Turkey.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, that Turkey, the country, that the eastern part of it is, or the western part of it is considered part of Europe in certain cases. Istanbul, for instance. And
it's
then,
really nobody's business with the Turks, just so you know.
Well, but anyway,
It's nobody's business but the Turks.
Well, my dad was just like, well, son, if that's the case, then how come they were trying to bomb? The U.S. wanted to try and bomb, Iraq by taking planes off in Turkey. And I'm like, Dad, a country can be a part of two different continents. And he's just like, name another one. I'm like, Russia. And Dad was just like, all right, son, I'll give you that one. And he actually apologized to me. He apologized for getting on my case about it. I'm like,
So that's the weird thing is everybody thinks of Russians as being kind of Eastern European people.
Yeah,
but technically
Slavic.
Huge fuck ton of Russia is actually in Asia.
Yeah, Siberia. The entire Siberian corridor is basically in Asia. I mean, it's Eurasia. Eurasia itself, in a lot of ways, is considered its own country, even though there's differences in terms of philosophies and and culture and everything. But overall, there's a lot of people who just consider Eurasia one country. I mean, hell.
But even so, I'm still trying to figure out how the hell you get, the runways are longer from international. Inter, meaning in between, national, nation related.
Well,
in between nations.
Well,
airport.
Well, here's another thing too. If anything, there's a few airports. There's one in particular that stretches from the United States, and the runway actually runs into Canada. It was actually a huge disagreement between the two countries until eventually they agreed, and it was like, okay, here's the thing: we have this run through run through here, and we'll give Canada X amount of tax dollars from it because it takes up Canadian land. We're sorry. And then, of course, there's a lot of disputes between United States and Canada in terms of, what border belongs where. But, the whole thing with international airports is it means that they fly in from different countries. That's literally it. Hell, a dinky little airport up in Upper New York that flies in and out of Canada is an international airport.
Yep.
That's how it works.
A white woman interrupted a slave play Q&A to call its black playwright racist. I'm sorry? So let me tell you, let me get this right. You felt so offended on the behalf of everything in the screenplay to call the playwright who was black racist for the... You realize that that's comical. That is...
That, my friends...
I wouldn't even call that comical. I would call that just straight up.
Again, the 4-dubs strike
deranged.
again. The 4-dubs. The wannabe woke white women. She's pretending she gives a shit. And saying, but what you're saying is race. It's like...
You don't get to decide that as a white person, I don't believe, for a black playwright.
Well, unless the black playwright is saying stuff just like, white people need to die. If at that very moment the playwright, that's the thing, and this is the thing about news headlines. That news headline may be misleading. The playwright might have been up on stage saying like all white people need to die.
Well, yeah, that might be.
If that's the case, then yeah, I agree with the woman. But how this is presented, it's it's a weird thing. It
makes it look like she's probably being like you're
a Karen.
Like,
This is a woman. They want to make it look like this is a Karen.
Yeah.
And this playwright up here is just like, I'm just up here reading an excerpt from my play. Versus, if I'd want to see a video from that. If there was a video from that, and the playwright was up there saying just like, I don't like Mexicans, I don't like Chinese, I don't like white people, then I'm like, yeah.
And it was totally justified.
Yeah, it would be totally justified. And by the way, I know that's going to be misconstrued. I know people are going to, edit that little part out of context and just be like, see, Nate's a horrible person. It's like, whatever. Say whatever you want. I don't care.
I don't know if that's comedy or tragedy, honestly. Hey, why is it when the CDC says to throw out your romaine lettuce, everyone takes it as gospel, yet when the same agency tells you vaccines save lives, they're part of the Illuminati? Just asking. Don't got any answers for you, Chief. Please be careful. 2 white males jumped out of this van trying to get me. MFers knew my name and everything. One of them freaking MFers had handcuffs. Stay woke. Nobody's safe. I feel like that's an ironic post more than anything else. I don't think that's a facepalm. I think they're just being ironic. They're like, they knew my name. How scary. Don't know what that big sign on their car is, though. Sharif? I don't know what that is. That's some sort of gang? Americans voted Taco Bell the best Mexican restaurant of 2019. Maybe when you're drunk. So you got it all wrong. You want to find the good Mexican restaurants? Go to the little hole-in-the-wall places in your local town.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. Get that authenticity. Whoa, what? Cranes lift the face of a statue from the Abu Simbel temples in Egypt, 1966. That's Whoa. That's nutty. That's crazy.
You mean white people still historical landmarks circa 1966?
The temples at Abu Simbel were moved piece by piece to another location to avoid them being flooded due to the creation of the Aswan Dam.
You guys need to stop making assumptions.
Yeah, I agree, but they won't. So we can go after, yeah?
Never.
Sure thing. Catamount, why do you always call me Thing? What? You always call me Thing? Oh, no, that's an expression.
What do you mean?
Like when you have a plan, it's a sure thing. And you're an idiot, so the plan's off. No thing. Do not follow where the path may lead. Go and where there is no path and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Hey, with all due respect, this is terrible advice for trains.
He's got a point. The Beatles in 5 words. Both surviving members are vegan.
I might be bugging, but I don't think John Lennon died because he ate meat. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Also, hate to break it to you, but Paul McCartney's wife, Linda, also was like a hardcore vegetarian and vegan, and she died of breast cancer. So what does that say? Look, I'm not gonna pretend like. Look, I've gotten into arguments about it, but I'll have this to say: you shouldn't try and force people to lead others' lives. For instance, Dylan, who comes over here, who is a guitarist for Chad's band, is a vegan, and he's very open to just talking to people and being cool with. He doesn't go out of his way to mention he's a vegan, but whenever it comes to getting food, we're all aware that he's vegan. It's like, hey man, you want us to try and get you something vegan, like a vegan option? And he's just like, no, it's cool, it's cool. I'll make me something when I get home. It's like, and he's cool with it. But again, he's not gonna be like hoisting it up and pretending it makes him a better person. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had Scott Pilgrim versus the World pop into my head. Todd Ingram.
Yeah, anybody that tries to act holier than thou because they don't eat meat, your fucking vegetable industry and shit is still fucking up the world. So.
Well, and here's another thing too that they found out.
Not to mention you have sharp teeth in your mouth for a reason. You're a fucking omnivore.
Well, and here's another thing too. There's people who say, "Well, you do realize that those animals felt pain." It's like, they found out a couple years ago that plants have pain receptors. Mm-hmm. Plants feel pain too. It's just, here's the thing. They don't got mouths to scream it out. I mean, honestly, everyone wants to... there is an argument that has been made, it costs more to raise a cattle and slaughter it than it does to just eat the vegetation that the cow would have to eat for it to be grown up. And thus, that's why veganism is a more logical route. Yeah, I get that one. That is an okay argument. And honestly, I don't really like fault anyone for having that argument, but pretending that it makes you a better person, and it's like I'm making a world where there's no suffering. It's like, no, plenty of plants are suffering. Also, did you ever think about the snakes, the voles, the moles, the mice, and all the other things that are under the ground where you dig up to plant your soybeans and your turnips? Yeah,
All the animals that farmers have to kill to keep them away from crops.
exactly. It's yeah, all the birds, all the crows, all the doves, all the pigeons,
Groundhogs.
yeah,
Rabbits.
yeah. I mean, there is no industry where there is not a bit of suffering. I'm sorry to say it, but that's just humanity. This little bit of depression has been brought to you by reality. It's here. Get used to it.
I think you got a point there, Mero. I don't think this white Lennon died. Incredible difference. 144 hertz to 240. I believe it's supposed to be a video. Hertz is the refresh rate, essentially how many times a second the screen updates the picture. So you can only tell the difference in motion. This does nothing. Imagine being this idiot, this dunce, parking in the Walmart shopping cart.
Wow.
20. I
How the
guess
fuck
if it's
did
a
they
free
get
space,
out?
it's a free space
The
for this
sunroof?
guy.
I would say either the sunroof or the back. I would say they probably like popped open the back and climbed out. Look, smart cars, cool. Yeah, you want to drive a smart car around, go ahead. That's just dumb. That's
If I had
dumb.
to return my buggy and somebody had done that, I'd ram my buggy right the fuck up their tailpipe.
Either that, or I would like get one of those, or get the
Well, like, fuck
chain
walking
thing
to
that
the
they
other
have.
one, and I'm ramming the buggy up this guy's tailpipe because he decided to park in the buggy, return next to my car.
Either that, or I'd get the chain thing that they usually use to like shut it down. You know, like to like make it across where no one can put their buggies in anymore. I would get that, and I would wrap it through every single buggy. And like wrap it around the back, just like trap him in there. And when he gets out, it's just gonna be like he'll be like, "Where's the lock?" And it's just like, or "Where's the key?" And I'm like, "Right here." Have fun, and then I'll get in my car and leave. Also, this is old, or I don't know, like this Walmart. Look at that! I haven't seen that on a Walmart in forever. The Always. I haven't seen that in forever.
It's a little bit older.
Yeah. When was this taken? Like early to mid 2000s? When were smart cars a thing?
I
Damn.
don't know.
Before the war between Android and Apple started, the war between 0.5 and 0.7 users was the one that separated humans
Oh
from
my
each other.
God.
Why did I think these were jewels? Is it bad I thought these were cool jewel stickers? Yeah, it's bad. It's not
That
at
is
all
very
what it is,
bad.
Chief. The only Japanese who survived the Titanic lost his job because he was known as a coward in Japan for not dying with the other passengers. Apparently self-preservation
kidding
is
me?
a negative trait. Oh my.
Are you kidding me?
The fuck?
Wow.
This is a little sad. Schools are beginning to take down analog clocks because kids can't read them anymore. Hey, why can't people read time? It's 8:53. Oh no. That's news to me though. It's kind of sad. You're right.
What? Hold on. Homie, you're dumb. I couldn't remember what the time said on the clock. It's 7:53. Not 8:53.
This is a little sad. Schools are beginning to take down analog clocks because kids can't read them anymore. Hey, why can't people read time? It's 8:53. Oh no. That's news to me though. It's kind of sad. You're right.
When kids stopped knowing how to read sundials.
One of the best reasons to question vaccines is because the government is mandating them. And that's the best reason to question them? Okay, alright, Chief. Either this is a really good thing, or it's calm before the storm. Did you really have to reference Fortnite there? What part of this is a Fortnite reference at all? The storm? I hope you realize that calm before the storm is a common saying and nowhere close to a Fortnite reference. That's an epic fail. Frickin' racist with this Confederate flag. Chief, that's the Norway flag. Does anyone know what this may be? It's a coconut. Coconut. Looks like a coconut. No, it's not a coconut. It was a hard ball in it that was hollow. Well, actually similar to corn, there's an outside husk to protect it. The inside hard ball is the coconut. Now you know. Seems like that information's gonna be lost on you though, Chief. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, that turkey is ruined.
Why? That hurts me, dude.
Why did you make turkey charcoal?
Ruined. Soiled it. Soiled it. This Thanksgiving, remember the cranberry sauce, but forget the marijuana. Terry was convinced to take a toke of a joint with his friend just to relax. Immediately after, Terry killed his friend who had given him the marijuana in a murderous craze. Not so safe, is it? Marijuana. Not even once. But that's not even what it does.
It's like things
like
that
not
didn't
even
happen
close
for
to
500.
And that answer is the Daily Double. Yeah, I'll take absolute bullshit for and I'll wager all my money, Alex. It's just like, and you have got the Daily Double. Turns out this was an ad that was made to scare people to still be afraid of marijuana, even though it is not harmful. Unless it is thrown out of a plane and hits you in the head. Anyway, moving on.
Have to be a lot of it, too. Like,
Yeah,
at least a pound.
Yeah.
Effect. That's not. What do you? Is that? Can you even make this as an ad? This is fear mongering. Christmas is on a Friday this year. What if it's the 13th? But it's not. But it's not, Chief. Same day every year. Just lands on a different day of the week. Same number though. Fresh, never frozen. Yellowfin tuna steaks. Previously frozen. But you said it was never frozen. Author asks why his book called No More Plastic was wrapped in plastic. Cornwall-based Martin Dory said the world is sleepwalking into oblivion. Because armchair activism better than real activism for the majority of the public, my friend. I don't get it. What's up with the big rock in the middle of the road? I don't get why this is a facepalm. Definitely trying this. I really want to find out if I'm related to my ancestors. Well, I highly suspect you are indeed related to your ancestors. They are indeed your ancestors. Why does he have a 69? It's the symbol for cancer. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I hope he beats it though, for real. Well, that's nice of you. For a principal's publication in 1815, students today depend on paper too much. They don't know how to write on a slate without getting chalk dust all over themselves. They can't clean a slate properly. What will they do when they run out of paper? Shows you it's been going on forever. Every time something new comes along, the boomers gotta crack down on it. Does getting shot hurt? Oh no. Get shot and tell me. Go on, be the guinea pig. Allow calendar to access your calendar? Oh jeez, oh no. What's it gonna do? Calendar things? Can't trust it. Barack Obama had a big part in 9/11. Not being around, always on vacation, never in the office. Oh, I see. And why do you think Barack Obama wasn't in the Oval Office on 9/11? That I don't know. I'd like to get to the bottom of that. Maybe it's because he wasn't... Yeah, okay.
He wasn't the president.
Talent show permission slip. I will give my child the permission to be in the talent show on March 1st, 2018. I know that this is an after-hour event and I will make sure my child's at the school at 5 p.m. to perform. Nice. A Wisconsin woman offered a $25,000 reward in her husband's murder. Now she's arrested for his death. Did they get the money though? Or are you a liar? My wife's calculator wasn't working due to a lack of light. I told her to use her phone. This was not what I was expecting. Sometimes you gotta be more clear, buddy. Yes, I am queen because my father is king. Hey, whoa, wait, what?
Whoa there now.
That's some Game of Thrones shit.
Damn.
What? Reverse a little bit there, Chief. I want to feed you pasta. What if I don't want pasta? Why? Are you lactose intolerant? Pardon? Lactose intolerant. The thing where you can't eat dairy? This is where the conversation ends.
So here's the thing. When I was a kid, I actually did mishear that word, and I had a bone apple teeth thing for lactose intolerance. I thought they were saying like toast and tolerant, and I only found out that wasn't correct when I asked my mom what tolerant was. Like tolerant, like I was like, "What's tolerant, Mom?" And I was like toast intolerant, like. And she's like, lactose intolerant. And I'm like, oh. I'd never seen it spelled out, you know. I'd only ever heard it. And it sounded like somebody was saying, oh, yeah, I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah, I had that with movies a lot when I was younger. I would hear them say something that I wouldn't understand properly. And then I'd go back and watch the film as an adult, and I'd be like, oh, my God. How was I so stupid to not understand what he was saying?
Well, and I assumed like my brain like rationalized it as like, well, yeah, if you put milk on toast, it'd be fucking gross. Like, you know, it wouldn't be good. Like toast wouldn't react well with just having milk poured on it. So that's why people say they're like toast, and then this other thing, tolerant, would be the same way.
You want to know one thing that was one of my favorite things to eat when I was a kid? Toast that I would occasionally dip in chocolate milk.
I mean, fair enough.
It would just be like a little dab, and then And I don't know why, but it just
But
happened.
I was like, maybe this tolerance stuff is like something that dissolves if you put it in milk. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
So they're like, I'm lactose intolerant.
And now there's
Okay,
there's
have
milk
you-
that's absolutely lactose free, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Printer, hey, why won't my printer print GIFs properly? I tried to print a GIF, but the picture doesn't move on the paper, only on the computer. Is there something wrong with the printer? No, there's something wrong with your brain for thinking that would work. Man, if only there was a company that could fix that glass. Maybe the one that you're driving for. Now, to feature a post from Ashley B. Davey. Here's some bad fan art for Damien. Love your channel, man. Why, thank you. MK Ninja. Oh, look at us. We're going in. You think that's 6 arms? It's actually 2. Don't even think about it. No 6 arms, just 2. We're just that fast. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching r/Facepalm. If you liked the video, leave a like down below and subscribe for more content from MK. If you want to catch more of me, you can find me at twitch.tv/DamienLeeLive. And as always, I'll be seeing ya.
The
Jesus.
facepalms are real.
Morons. Yeah, all over the place. It's like
But to be fair, I've had some other bone apple teeth moments throughout my life too. But usually when I was a kid,
exactly. But
it
as a
was like
kid,
wrapped up
as
like
an
a
adult,
douche,
though-
like that one song. Wrapped up like a douche and something to do. Like it's revved up like a deuce. I always heard wrapped up like a douche.
yeah. You want to know the interesting thing? Blake didn't know what the hell he was saying either until I told him when we were on a trip one time. That song came on, and he was just like, "What does he mean? Is he saying like wrapped up like a deuce or like a douche?" And I'm like, revved up like a deuce, like a two-stroke engine, like on a motorbike. And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then I remember my cousin, oh my God, my cousin Hannah, she was listening to TLC, Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls, and she thought it was Don't Go Jason Waterfalls.
Don't go making phony calls. Please stick to the 7-digit numbers you used to. I know that you think it's funny driving folks right up the wall, but it's really getting old fast.
Gosh.
I
Well,
also misheard, I didn't mishear this one. It was like a deathcore band I wrote a song and titled it this, and then when I actually heard the song afterwards, which I don't know how I missed on the radio until this point when I was listening to deathcore in college, but Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer, or whatever.
you thought it was Tony Danza?
Yeah, it's Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza. It's actually a song title by, I believe it was the Red Chord that used that for a song title.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
It was either them or it was
Ayo.
Kill Whitney Dead.
Way, ayo.
I'll find out real fast just to make sure.
Jesus, Tony Danza. What a character. Alright, well, anyway, I think that's going to do it, everyone. This was r/Facepalm. Bruh, there's nowhere to run. Yeah, I guess there was nowhere to run. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide.
It was Kill Whitney Dead, actually.
Kill Whitney Dead?
Yeah, they have a song called Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza.
God. Anyway,
Sounds nothing like that song, by the way.
but it's just phonetically, it works. Hold me closer, Tony Danza. Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer. It works. I think it works. All right, well, that's going to do it, everyone. If you want to see more from MK, click their name in the title of the video. If you want to see more from us, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe, ring that bell. And until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
See you, everybody.